We get quality options.
Hopefully the world can
We
hear us
have
now.
quality options.
Look at us with quality options, and look at us probably talking hot mic on stream.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, welcome everyone to game 2 of round 1 of the rat bracket, LomionJones versus rkctkc. I'm going to just call him RK, and I'm pretty sure he said that was good.
Yep. RK goes by RK.
Excellent, because otherwise that is a lot of syllables to have to mouth out. We're gonna try to get this one started as quickly as possible. Lomian has something to do after this, and you know, as people have other things going on in their lives. Big shocker. Uh,
I don't know what you're talking about. I sit at this desk 24 hours a day until someone says, "Hey, Invarial, do you want to calm a Super Metroid match?" And then I leap into action and calm a
I
Super
mean,
Metroid match.
that's fair. So it looks like RK is our 6th overall seed, and Lomian Jones is our 27th overall seed.
And
And
I have dropped the gate.
the gate has been dropped. I did not get to catch very much. I really only got to catch the very end of match 1, so I know that RK won, but I don't really know how how we got to that point.
There was talk of a Varia suit. I guess Varia suit's in this game. I don't know.
I've heard of such an item.
Ooh.
I can't confirm that it exists, but I've heard.
Okay.
Looks like Lomian did not restart his timer,
Eh.
so going ahead and cashing in on that 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 49 seconds.
I mean, it is exactly what it is. A static timer is not going to to upset anyone.
Nah, it'll be fine. Yeah, snails are yards. That's a statement that sounds really weird, completely out of context.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah.
replying to something in chat. Uh, but yeah, so our runners will both moonfall down the climb. Always good to see. And they will both head down and grab their morphing ball. And then the game
In
truly begins.
in preparation for the comms match, which didn't happen on Saturday, I learned how to moonfall.
Nice. It's honestly, it's not bad. I've heard it's actually way more difficult on a keyboard. It's like one of the few things that due to the button combination is harder on a keyboard.
Hmm. It's just the combination of finger movements required to make it happen
Those are
are a
some
bit
high
fun.
jump boots.
Those are some high jump boots,
That puts the
which puts the
ceiling item,
ceiling item into logic.
and it also messes up everybody's muscle memory for the climb.
Eh,
Assuming you have muscle memory for the climb.
eh.
And just missiles in the ceiling. So not putting the most important item ever into logic,
No.
especially with supers being here at beta missiles.
Well, that means that bombs or power bombs are at Bomb Torizo, where they are supposed to be. And
True.
we don't have to worry about anyone breaking logic just yet.
Not just yet, though. I do wonder if our runners are how comfortable they are. If they find power bombs but don't want to burn one, getting out of Bomb Torizo with the high jump boot Alcatraz, because that does make the timing on it significantly more difficult.
Hmm. Well, we'll see in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Let's see what kind
Arcade
of
jumping through
climbs.
the door.
RK doing the wall climb, which I've heard if you do the ledge grab climb, high jump boots don't mess up your rhythm nearly so much. But RK still making short work of it, even with those high jump boots.
All right. I should probably start a prediction.
I mean, that's a thing, But I guess either of us theoretically could have done. But
Eh,
yeah,
there we go.
and
Prediction is up.
bombs. We're gonna
Bombs.
see DLC boss Bomb to
I
Rezo.
rolled a fun one.
Of course, our runners have power bomb or not power bombs, super missiles. So Bomb to Rezo's not much of a threat.
Right. This fight is over already for RK.
And RK eschewing the usual, what a lot of people will do, and just hit 2 super missiles, does 2 missiles and then a super to finish off BT a little bit faster.
And the same for Lomion, it looks like.
Yeah. So having bombs, but not having found anything, or no
There was the
E-tanks,
Alcatraz for RK.
and that was a well done one. Did it off of the second ledge instead of jumping all the way up into the hole and then doing it. And power bombs at 230.
All right.
We have
That's
all of
all
our
the ammo.
basic ammo. I do wonder if either of our runners will take a trip to the gauntlet.
I was going to say, bombs are up logic for almost everything. So the up logic to Gauntlet is in play, the up logic to Criteria Power Bombs is in play, the up logic to Kraid was in play with high jump boots.
And RK has decided to go back down the climb and finds an E-tank under Old Mother Brain.
That's a good find.
And it's not going to go do Billy Mays or Construction Zone, just checks Old Mother Brain.
I'm actually a bit surprised by that. With power bombs and regular bombs, you could meme route that, couldn't you?
Yeah, he has everything he would need to meme route it. Well, that and just, you've already taken the time to go all the way down the climb. It's not that much further to at least do the Billy Mays.
High jump doesn't put Billy Mays into logic, though, right?
No, Billy Mays requires either gravity or space jump to be in logic.
Right. But Glove, they have bombs. So many of the walls that you would deal with are bombable, and you have infinite bombs.
And ooh, that is a gravity
looks like
suit.
A gravity suit?
It is a gravity suit in the gauntlet, and RK and Lomion both gonna head
this
right
prediction
back
is
out in that direction. I mean, to be fair, the front of Gauntlet could be Varia.
But the item we saw first was gravity, and them's the rules.
Oh, yours says found first. See, when I do it, will be gotten first.
Ooh.
The wording's a little different.
Ooh.
Yeah, RK does have that extra E-tank, which will make his gauntlet a good bit safer than Lomion, but with no suits, if you get grabbed by a yapping maw in the acid, you're probably still dead whether you have that extra E-tank or not.
Yeah.
With no suits, that acid just drains your health super fast.
Yeah, enjoy your 3 extra seconds of life expectancy.
RK does a very nice job at getting the wall jumps up to Gauntlet, leaving high jump boots on. Those wall jumps
Lomion looks to have turned them off?
Looks like it. Yeah, he's definitely not getting the same amount of upward velocity that RK is. I mean, those wall jumps aren't easy without high jump boots, but with high jump boots, they are just straight up hard. And I will be right back.
All right. We see both of our runners making their way through Gauntlet right now. Lomion a little bit, like 1 block behind RK. They're tied now, and Lomion takes the lead. This powerbomb is going to clear the way to the door. And LomionJones is going to be the first one through. No. It's a tie, and there's Speed Booster. their speed booster for both of our runners at the same time. Lomion and RK picking up speed booster at the front of Gauntlet. They will both carry on our wayward sons. There will be gravity suit before they're done. And RK looks to be the first to get all the way through Gauntlet. And that's going to be a super missile pickup first. And a gravity suit pickup second.
Alright, I return.
Welcome back. LomionJones picks up gravity.
Have that gravity suit.
Mm-hmm. Very nice find.
So our runners pretty much in stride with each other, but RK does have that extra check.
Yeah. That energy tank, a little bit obscured by the SMRAT 2021 logo, but it is there, we promise.
You can at least see that tinge of pink.
Yeah.
Alright, so RK are going to be our first runner to make it into Green Bren. And going to hit into early supers. Looks like setting it for the mock ball. Nope. Well.
They found speed booster at the front of Gauntlet, so the backup strat is the intended strat.
Yeah, because even when I get the few times I get speed booster before this room, I generally do the mock ball just because it's muscle memory. You just don't remember, and you're already through before it matters.
I think it was an SMZ3 a long time ago, like hundreds of years ago, where I kept trying to mock ball and didn't have bombs, or morph ball rather, and wasn't sure how to get through here despite having speed booster. So
yeah, sometimes you just
like,
you've done a room so many times using other strats that the vanilla strats you forget are a thing.
Yep.
And there are many rooms where the vanilla strats are actually the worst strats. Like almost any room that requires Gauntlet, as a vanilla strat, or not Gauntlet, Grapple as a vanilla strat. Grapple's terrible.
Take that back.
Grapple
it's trying its best.
Well, it's doing a poor job.
Ugh. You're mostly right. The controls on it are terrible.
And a lot of there's screw attack, which puts that gravity suit in logic.
It does.
Bombs give them the up logic, and screw attack gives them the through logic.
That is going to make so much of the game much easier.
And it's nice to, it's nice to put your suits in logic, because now Meridia there's a good chance Meridia is a good play now, because you've got the gravity suit and it's in logic.
Yeah. Yeah. But the screw attack itself is just a really nice find in terms of being able to kill every enemy in the game. Pillar's room is easy now.
Oh, absolutely. Everything
room
becomes so much safer just because you can murder everything without a thought.
Yep. Yeah. The only thing made slightly more challenging is landing on platforms going up to Red Tower, but no tears are shed for going up to Red Tower.
True. And that gravity suit could be sending our runners up Red Tower towards the wrecked ship. But even then, that would mean they're supposed to go through Meridia to get to the wrecked ship. But gravity suit does put wrecked ship into logic.
It does, and then the speed booster that they find at the front of Gauntlet puts most of all of the rest of Meridia into logic.
everything but Shack Tool, I believe, would be in logic. Maybe
Yeah,
not
that sounds about right.
plasma. I'm not sure if they have out logic for plasma because that might logically require space jump.
Screw is out logic. Screw and high jump.
Okay, I knew screw was kill everything in the room logic. I wasn't sure if it was considered out logic as well.
I'm not sure what the out logic is, but I figure that would be high jump boots to make those jumps. Not sure. It'll be a while before they get there, anyways.
Absolutely. And RK
Bombs! They
finds
have bombs! They can get out with bombs.
they do. Never mind. The bombs are definitely on the list. RK does the Spore Spawn skip and finds another E-Tank. Now has 2, plus that reserve.
That is definitely Fantoon energy.
Especially with both the gravity suit and that screw attack, modifying the number of E-Tanks required.
Mm-hmm. And Lomion's power bomb, and the fact that he's headed there, means a waterway check.
Kind of rare that you get to this point in that you get to waterway this early and it's actually in logic. Just some supers, though that does give Lomion the first magic number of super missiles with 30, enough to kill off Ridley.
I don't think that's how the song goes. It's not 3 times 10 is a magic number. Yes, it is. It's just 3.
You know what? You're probably right. Well, like I said, it's one of the first magic numbers.
Okay.
30 being the first one. Really, I guess 5 is the first one, when you get your first super missiles. Though...
Yeah, but that song didn't turn out as good. 5 is a magic number. Yes, it is. Just wasn't a great song.
You know what? That's fair. I would agree with that, Glove, that Kraid is definitely a good choice here. The gravity suit is already kind of sending you towards Meridia. You've got those high jump boots to put Kraid in logic, and it's kind of nothing to take a quick dip over to Kraid. You're going to have to do it eventually no matter what. And honestly,
yeah,
there's a good chance...
3 item checks.
Yeah, there's a good chance I would also go do the high jump checks. Logically, they're not super strong here, but precedent states we have seen a whole lot of really good items in the high jump area.
If you want precedent, both of these players should be beelining it to missile top of wrecked ship.
That's true. Sky missiles have been a major pain in a lot of people. For a lot of people. And we have RK doing the reverse meme. RK, having already checked old Mother Brain earlier in the race, is now going to head over to Billy Mays. Did find supers to the left of Morph Ball.
Yeah, this is in logic now because of the gravity suit.
And people in chat pointing out that RK may be thinking about the last seed, where Varia was at Climb Supers. Doesn't technically have logic for Climb Supers, is missing that Ice Beam, but I'm certain RK is also not that worried about that lack of logical access. The only thing I'd be a little worried about is the health to get out, not having any good way across those spikes.
Well, we see Lomion heading down, so that's potentially the Kraid play here. So much of the boss portion of the game is in the lower portion of the map, so...
And RK gonna head back towards Green Bryn, check Billy Mays, and so it's definitely not gonna go for Climb Supers here.
No.
And having already checked Old Mother Brain, there's not really much reason to go up unless you're just going to head straight for Wreck Ship.
Yeah, I would say that Arcade just lost a bit of time there, checking Billy Mays and finding nothing really important.
I would agree. I guess the one argument would have been had he continued up. Criteria power bombs have also shown a propensity to have some pretty nice items, throughout the tournament. Or I guess throughout the rounds of Swiss. The tournament has just started.
Yes.
Lomian
This-
doing what I think is the definitely the play here, heading to Kraid, and RK being trolled by that screw attack.
A little bit. Energy tank for LomionJones brings the E-tank total 3-2. Lomion now technically has enough E to beat the game.
Not necessarily in a super comfortable way, but enough.
Yeah. That's why I said technically. The best kind.
That is the best kind of correct. Lomian will be our first runner to take on a boss.
In 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 49 seconds, LomionJones versus Kraid.
See, does not get the
Ooh.
quick kill. Unfortunately, the claw eats another super. That claw has eaten so many supers over the years.
Yeah, it's practically indestructible. RK picks up the Kraid Powerbomb energy tank as well.
I like that. 4 E-tanks plus a reserve is a pretty comfortable amount of energy.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like it'll be 5 after Kraid.
Yeah, thus far, Kraid's lair, very healthy, but not anything else. But we still have the Frog Pocket remaining.
Frog Pocket.
Frog Pocket. Alright, RK gonna take on Kraid. Let's see, and RK manages to avoid the claw, gets the quick kill. Nicely done. And what's in the Frog Pocket?
Super missiles.
They're nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
I would call them the opposite of healthy.
That's true. They are. Their purpose is the exact opposite, unless you Crystal Flash, in which case they
Ooh.
are also healthy.
Half healthy then.
So Kraid's lair itself, kind of a bust. I mean, you have to go in, you have to kill Kraid no matter what. So it's going to Kraid is never really wasted time.
Well, it's not wasted time if you have the movement items that you have going in early as you do going in late.
That's true. Alright, Lomian going to take a look at Main Street. Just missiles. And X-ray crab supers. As they've found no other portions of the microwave beam, I can't imagine either of our runners prioritizing that X-ray.
No. I like it because I'm, not great at this game, and it is a really convenient way to make sure you don't mess up stand-up glitch. But outside of that, well, microwave.
RK get a blind check Main Street and finds those missiles. Meanwhile, Lomian just found power bombs and an E-tank at Mama Turtle.
And did not pick up the E-tank.
Oh, so Lomian may be done picking up health.
Yep, no Norfair checks yet. which I
Yeah.
think I like.
Looks like RK stopped on the elevator down to Norfair for a second and then decided to
Yeah.
keep moving.
Yep. RK considered it, but ultimately decided not to. And as I was saying, I liked the idea. Go straight in on Meridia. We know we have the items for Meridia, right?
Right. The only thing that's not in logic is Shaktool.
Yeah. And we know we don't have a Varia suit, which has to be either at that high jump boots location, the Bubble Mountain location, or somewhere in the rest of the game, which is all of Meridia or all of Wreckship.
Yeah. There's still a lot of places that area can be.
Yeah.
Everything that's not heated.
Yeah.
And watering
Everything
hole
that
is
is not 4 checks.
missiles and reserve.
Mm-hmm.
So going up from the crabs, not real. It was not a good time to take a beach vacation.
I mean, there's been this whole pandemic thing, right?
You know what? That's true. Shouldn't be taking beach vacations right now anyway.
No.
I also hate the beach, so I'll never take beach vacations.
Oh, there we go.
All right. Now our runners do have speed, which means they will not have to try to snail clip their way into the aqueduct. They can just grab the items normally.
Yeah. We have Phoenix Town making predictions about the worst possible place these items could be.
Nice play. Yeah, that's pretty awful. That would be a pretty awful series of events.
Yeah.
Double supers in the aqueduct. LomionJones now just a single pack of supers away from ammo mode, or ammo go mode, but not go mode go mode.
Yeah. Looking at that item prediction, Lemony Snicket is shaking his head like, no, that's too unfortunate even for me.
It looks like we are probably about to see some sandpit checks from Lomion.
Yeah, save is a good indicator. Going to sandpits is a good indicator.
And it's going to do left sandpit first. Yeah,
There's going to be some saves coming.
Yeah. And depending on what Lomion finds here, we may see him, even if it's something good, but if it's something like, maybe a Varia, you might leave it and just grab it again, go kill Dragon and then grab your Varia on the way out.
Yeah.
RK,
we see RK just going for it.
Yeah, not going for the pits. Which I can see the logic behind either. RK is gonna have to go this direction eventually anyway. You have to kill Dragon before you beat the game. That's part of the deal. And if you find what you're looking for here, you're not gonna bother with the sand pits.
I don't agree with this other check by Lomion.
The doing the right sand pit as well.
Yeah.
Missiles and looks like ammo. Double missiles.
That's not why I disagreed with it. I'm not prescient. But by checking the left sandpit first and being able to rule that out, right? Then you go kill Botwoon, you come back, I saw the left sandpit, I can look at the right sandpit now.
Right. Then you can take the right sandpit, up the toilet to Plasma, and then possibly over through Forgotten Highway to the wreck ship.
Yeah.
Meridia has been exceedingly empty thus far, actually. I mean, they've found nothing of consequence, really. Arcade checks Precious, and we have our first beam. It's unfortunately this Spazer.
Eh.
I mean,
at least
Spazer gets a bad rap. I'll admit.
Yeah. I was going to say that it's at least you don't have to menu Spazer away when you collect it first.
That's true. That's true. It's very painful, and you have to do the menu of shame, as some people call it, if you get Plasma first and then accidentally run into Spazer.
Yeah. There's a lot of shame in this game.
There really is.
There's a Happy from LomionJones.
Love the Happy. I still have not been able to convince anybody to, instead of running 14% ice, run the same strats as 14% ice, but pick up Spazer as well and call it 14% spice. I've not been able to convince anybody to do that.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to convince people to do that.
I don't either. Oh, RK got the blue suit, but then lost it. Must have still been holding. Must still been holding that run button, and just missiles at space jump.
Which, while collapsing the waveforms, plasma or wrecked ship is where our progression is, or high jump.
Or high jump, or the corner of Bubble Mountain.
Or bubble, yeah.
I did not see the spike suit from RK at the beginning of the Dragon fight. RK making his way out through the Coliseum as LomionJones does battle with Dragon. I expect we may see some save scum and sandpit checks here from RK.
Or not?
No, he's still heading down towards Aqueduct. Just instead of going through Bot Wound, is
Oh, okay.
taking the Sandfall.
Okay. Yeah. These rooms connect. I remember. I've played this game once.
At least once.
Yes, at least once.
Alright. LomionJones is greeted with those post-Dragon missiles.
And RK sets himself up to see missiles and more missiles. It's going to be a quick reset.
Zronam asking in chat, is SMRAT just full rando with soft lock prevention? It is full rando with soft lock prevention, with the only tricks that can be required are Shine Sparks, Infinite Bomb Jumping, and Wall Jumping.
Right. Required,
Yes,
but any other tricks that you have are more than welcome to be used.
they are allowed and encouraged, but to just complete a seed, those are the only tricks that would be required.
Yeah. Yep, entry-level randomizer.
That is not to say that either of our runners today are not going to use other tricks that are in their arsenal, which obviously they already have.
And RK sees the energy tank and the super missile and opts to pick them up, and oh no.
Oh no, Lomion. Oh. LomionJones unfortunately takes a death in Cacatac Alley.
And has forfeited.
And has forfeited from the
race.
That is super unfortunate.
Very unfortunate to see.
And unfortunately, since this is game 2 and RK also won game 1, that will be it for LomionJones in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Since we are doing single elimination this year. That is one quirk of the very random we use to make these seeds, is that you do not get any environmental protection from the gravity suit. So spikes are still doing 60 damage apiece, even with that gravity suit.
Yes, Fearless Decoy. RK does still have to complete the run. So you're right, this is not a foregone conclusion. I just assume that at some point RK is going to hit up a save station and save the game. That's my assumption. But RK still has to finish. Otherwise, the match is a tie and they get a do-over, and yeah, it is a very unfortunate circumstance of single elimination that someone has to be eliminated. And to do that on the first day of the tournament stage, you quite honestly hate to see it. Lomion did save.
Did save prior to those sandpit checks. Would have to go kill Dragon again, and I guess he doesn't want to. I believe his stream has actually gone down.
It has. You said that Lomion also has something to take care of? Right after this match?
I believe there was some talk about Lomion wanting this match to start as early as possible.
So it's possibly the death combined with a time constraint?
Right. RK just finds missiles at Plasma. It's gonna head back down. Doesn't really have any way into Shack Tool. So it's probably gonna head down and do the couple of checks in Norfair, High Jump, and the corner of Bubble Mountain.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah, especially assuming RK has seen the forfeit. I know some runners watch SRL, some only start looking at SRL once they start getting, closer to being done. If he knows there's been a forfeit, he may be just deciding to take the probably slightly riskier play of heading down, because there's just so many more items if you head up towards Wreck Ship.
Mm-hmm. But may as well check these.
No doubt. And if one of these turns out to be your various suit, it's Cosmic Brain.
Yeah. That'll be go mode for RK.
Yeah, has plenty of ammo. Has plenty of worst room in the game items. We see missiles, we see an E-tank, and
An ice beam.
that's an ice beam.
That is an ice beam. But you know what else that is, right? Climb Super's access.
Oh, that is Climb Super's access. I do expect we'll see RK take a trip over to Bubble Mountain, hoping for Varia to be there. But yeah, that heist beam, I would almost be tempted in RK's position to, after checking Bubble Mountain, as long as it's not there, heading straight for Climb Supers.
Mm-hmm.
Though that would be 2 seeds in a row with various suit at Climb Supers.
Hey, I just pushed the button that said make me a seed. I didn't do anything other than that.
Alright, you're gonna head up. I expect we'll just see RK head up Red Tower, check the top of Red Tower, and then head towards Wreck Ship. Possibly with a stop off at landing site power bombs.
Yep.
Waterway is in logic, though I believe both of our runners already checked it because they actually had gravity suit and speed booster the first time they went through Big Pink.
And it was super missiles, if memory serves.
Definitely an ammo of some variety.
Oh yes, he could ice clip to Shack Tool now.
If he were so inclined, yes. Unfortunately, the ice clip to Shack Tool is just it doesn't have the nice, clean and easy setup like the ice clip to Bot Wound.
Right.
RK gonna check beta power bombs first, and that's a spring ball.
That is
And
a
RK
spring ball.
makes the objectively correct choice and picks up the spring ball. It's objectively correct.
I think MM2 is in the chat, probably shaking his head right now.
Alpha power bombs. Oh, gets caught in the vile plume. We've got an
Let me
E-tank.
actually correctly spell the name of the emote.
Ah, yes, the POP SB.
That's why it's OP, right?
Right. Alright, so nothing at the top of Red Tower for RK here. So I expect we'll see a trip into the wreck ship. Unless, of course, he's feeling spicy and decides to do a landing site power bomb into Climb Super's route.
Landing site power bombs into Climb Supers, into... I saw some power bombs earlier. I'm gonna go pick those up and then crystal flash my way through Suitless Lower Norfair.
There you go. Alright, we're getting a possible ocean fly. The moat is just missiles. Don't know if that super's quite at the right spot. Oh, we got it.
It is.
A full ocean fly here from RK.
More than enough energy for it.
Oh, definitely. It means we probably won't see ocean missiles until he's on his way completely out of wreck ship.
If and only if he doesn't find Varia before that.
Absolutely. Of course, if it's sitting there, that's...
Yeah.
And we have another Kappa tank at Spooky.
Hey, Chad. Who wants the ocean missiles to be the grappling beam?
Grapple with space at, like, criteria power bombs, or, space could be at Climb Supers.
It could.
And that would put Shack Tool in logic.
Mm-hmm.
So, RK gonna take on the Elephant Ghost. Gets slow to start things off.
I'm bad at this game, so I can safely say I always prefer a slow or medium for the first loop of Phantom.
So yeah, I usually prefer a fast on the first loop. It's after that. A lot of times I end up at Phantom with not a whole lot of missiles. And so, you burn a lot of your missiles on the first one, and then you actually want a slow so you can farm up some flames to hopefully get some more.
For me, I want the slower medium because I'm never in position, and it's just like, wait, he opened his eye? Oh, crap. Right?
Alright, and that is a dead Elephant Ghost for RK, and nicely done. I believe that was a 3-round.
I think so.
So while RK makes his way through there, looks like RK will be moving on in the rat bracket and will take on the winner of Nefarious versus Toasty Muffins. So either of those should end up quite an interesting match. Alright, okay. Right side supers are actually a
Right
downgrade.
side, regular missiles.
Downgrading to regular missiles. How very sad. Left side supers are vanilla. And RK's still picking up supers. That may be the last of them. Ammo count is really, really comfortable for Turian at this point. At
Right, but
67.
RK also doesn't have to worry about time anymore. Right? This is all comfort.
That's true. That is true. Once again, assuming he's actually looked at SRL.
This is fair. We know that it's all comfort.
Right. Because, some runners keep their eyes glued to SRL for any changes, and some don't look until they're in the escape. Ship E-Tank is just an E-Tank. Okay, RK picking that up leads me to believe this is definitely all comfort at this point.
Yeah. That is E-Tank number 9.
Right. 9 E-Tanks plus at least 1 reserve. A runner of the quality of RK, our 6 overall seed.
That's also possible, but he doesn't really have enough power bombs to properly go suitless.
He would definitely want at least 1 more pack, probably. Really, you would really want 2 more packs, 25. But he's bailing on the top of the wrecked ship, so maybe we're completely wrong.
Oh boy.
Is he? Well, and... Oh, alright, he is going to at least check ocean missiles. And there's the Varia suit.
And it's a Varia suit. Okay. Alright.
So that is definite go mode there for RK. So this seed really did want you to take that gravity suit that you found in Logic fairly early and go to the wrecked ship with it.
I don't think there are going to be any more checks from RK. Maybe like 1 or 2, rather.
Couple of in-room checks.
Yeah, nothing out of the way.
Maybe a post Ridley for the possible charge beam. Even then, with the amount of ammo he has and his beam combo, charge beam isn't super worth it.
We get this nice moonfall from RK.
Yeah, the Moonfall down Red Tower when you've got Screw Attack really is just a thing of beauty. Well, Phoenix, I would have to, go through the chat to find out, but if you did in fact predict that way back in Pink Bren, kudos.
I mean, Phoenix did make several predictions across the course of the race. It's one of those seeds where Varia is anywhere, 4:50 p.m., which I guess is before this race. So let's see, just at this race, 5 p.m. I hope we have Ice at Plasma, then Grapple at Climb Supers, then Varia at Shack Tool. Didn't happen. Varia at High Jump Boots this whole time. Didn't happen. I really hope Varia is at Climb Supers again. That would be spectacular. Didn't happen. So I'm gonna not. Oh, please be Varia at Climb Supers. Didn't happen. Full clear wreck ship to find Varia at Climb Supers. Didn't happen.
A lot of Varia at Climb Supers. RK gonna gravity jump the lava dive here. And makes it first try, no problem.
Read the log at the top, first prediction. I mean, I was reading everything from 5 p.m. onwards.
At what time we started? No. No, that doesn't seem
Yeah.
right.
Oh no, we started at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my log only goes back to 4:50. What if Ice is deep in Meridia and Varia is there? Have we seen any double suits at back of Gauntlet this year?
We have not. Actually, I think we've only ever seen that once in SMRAT, in the entirety of all of the SMRAT tournaments. The double back of Gauntlet suit. Which was epic.
So sadly, I'm sure it was. Sadly, my log doesn't go back to 4:30, the start of the race. Sorry, Phoenix. But you did make several different predictions for where Varia suit was. I can't let you throw every dart at the dartboard and then claim you had a bullseye.
Alright. RK makes short work of the worst room in the game, has the screw attack plus those high jump boots, so no real problem there. Makes short work of what many would consider the actual worst room in the game, the amphitheater.
I honestly thought that it was.
I mean, if you know what, if you're doing lower Norfair without gravity suit, it definitely is, because one dip in that acid and you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
We see a Power Bombs of Shame check. That is a negative. Nice Kago through the first platform. Doesn't quite get the double Kago there in Wasteland. And Carl Douglas has been revenged, or avenged.
VOD time and highlight incoming. Oh man, you are going through so much effort to move Windows Movie Maker your guess into the.
Alright, RK gonna take on the Space Pelican. Ridley has plenty of super missiles, both suits, high jump. Really should have no muss, no fuss on this Ridley. Decides to take an acid bath, because when you've got both suits, the acid bath isn't nearly as bad.
Yeah, it cleans up the armor a little bit.
Really brightens that purple.
Mm-hmm.
And if you blinked, you missed it. That is one dead Pelican. It's true, Kuru. You don't have to. Actually, you don't even have to post 99. All right, it can't be at Morphing Ball. Can't be anywhere in Retro Bryn, I don't think, or at least not the first couple of checks. And it can't be anywhere in a heated room.
Retro Bryn, yes. Retro Bryn, yes. Lower Norfair, no.
Anywhere, well, Norfair, anything heated, no.
Right, but Retro Bryn Star, absolutely.
Can it? I mean, I knew it could be in the ceiling or like Billy Mays and whatnot. Can it be at Alpha and Beta missiles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've just never
Yeah,
personally seen it there.
what's stopping Varia in logic from being the first item that you find? Second item that you find.
I know in the past were issues with the Varia logic itself being able to put suits in retro bread.
Huh.
But those may have been fixed at some point.
I mean, I can't think of a reason, a non-programming reason why they
Well,
couldn't be there.
it was probably a programming reason at the time.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
Oh yeah, no. Logically, there's no reason why a suit couldn't be there.
Yeah.
All right, Arcane not checking on Fire Fleas, not checking the item in jail. Will we see Hotarubi? Nope.
No.
All right, Arcane's not checking anything. Arcane is just headed out. Gonna head to
Maybe
Turian.
one check here. Nope. Not
Gonna
even
murder,
a power bomb.
Gonna murder the brain chicken and leave the planet. And not even look back at the explosion.
Yeah, cool guys don't look at explosions. And I realize that Samus Aran is a woman. The song is called Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions.
But we all know that Samus Aran is plenty cool enough to not look at explosions.
Absolutely.
Tyson,
Yeah.
Lomion took a death in Meridia at Cactac Alley, and forfeited after that.
No, the charge beam is not required for Mother Brain.
No. Now, if you have enough ammunition, you can bypass charge beam. Mother Brain
And
1
RK.
takes 36 missiles. Mother Brain 2 takes 60 supers.
And Mother Brain 3 takes Hyper Beam to the face.
To the face. So RK has more than enough ammo. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we will never begrudge a runner for a forfeit. Taking a late death can be very rough on the psyche. I have myself taken a late death and immediately forfeited and left the SRL room. So I will never hate on anybody for a forfeit.
No. But I mean, a death also just takes you out of your vibe, right?
It really can. I mean, and of course, different deaths are going to affect you different ways. If you died because you just did a safety save, specifically because you thought you were going to die, whatever. If it's been a half hour since the last time you saved and you just took a death, that one will hit you.
Yeah.
Alright. All we've got left is RK has to make his way to Turian, murder the brain chicken, and leave.
Yeah, and with no charge, this is probably going to be a refill of the ship.
I have to expect so. And there it is.
Yeah. It's either a refill at the ship or a soft look at Mother Brain. Your choice.
I mean, theoretically, he does have that ice beam. He could farm Metroid rooms several times.
True.
But you're going to save a lot of time just taking the time to refill at the ship.
Yeah. I'll be back in just a moment.
Alright. He's gone. We can talk about him now.
Oh, I'm still here.
Well, to be fair, you being here would never prevent me from talking about you anyway.
I would have it no other way.
Yes, sadly, LomionJones took a death at Cactac Alley and forfeited. It had been a while since he'd saved, and he would have had to re-kill Dragon and Botwoon. Alright, RK entering Turian. Just has 4 rooms worth of Metroids that he's got to take care of, but has that ice beam, so should be able to make quite short work of it.
It's no tall order making a short work of these Metroids.
It can be a little painful to have to do it with power bombs, though.
Yes.
And Arcade just really doing a nice job at speeding through these Metroid rooms.
Not even stopping for drops.
And we have Red with a resub at 16 months. Thank you, Red.
Welcome back, Red, and good morning.
Oh, Arcade gets perfect art. Jumps right over the dust to Rizzo. Looks like Arcade not gonna go for Baby Skip. Trying to damage down off of this hopper. There is not. Our next races are not until tomorrow, it looks like. Darksu versus Chish, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. We don't have restreamers and such signed up for that yet. No guarantee it gets restreamed. It's kind of an awkward time of day for large portions of our restream team.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that we have so many Eastern time zone restreamers and very few West Coast and European restreamers.
Yeah. Stroutlog is correct, and as are you. We do need more Europeans for restream.
Well, in general.
And in general.
Yeah, for restream specifically.
RK has refilled. Gets a super eaten by the Idor shot. And is doing what I would definitely consider a smart move and taking the safety save prior to Mother Brain. If you're doing the ammo kill, it takes very little time to take this save, and it can save you a lot of heartache.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you've got 5 super missiles worth of leeway.
Oh, and even though RK has the ice beam, gets a first try speed Zeb skip. Very nicely done.
That's going to add something like 20 missiles to the safety count?
They're about
35.
So, all 35 of those missiles are safety. He could miss theoretically up to 11 supers, assuming he hit all the missiles behind, or all but 2 of the missiles behind it.
Mm-hmm.
He did make that Zeb skip look easy, and that short charge is not easy. I mean, I'm awful at short charging, but that short charge still isn't easy regardless.
It's a, a stutter 3 tap?
Stutter 3 with a door transition in the middle.
With the door transition. And there was 1 missed super, so this fight's going to finish up with some regular missiles. And then with running into Mother Brain's kneecap a few times.
And if you're ever feeling super stylish for a Mother Brain ammo kill, 180 missiles will also kill Mother Brain if you don't want to use any supers.
Right. If you, have 180 missiles lying around.
If you happen to have 180 missiles lying around, it's a way to go. I would agree, Nito. I don't know that it would be completely free otherwise. Mostly because, as I said, I'm bad at short charging. But the door really, that door transition in the middle of it is really, it's a real killer. RK is in the cutscene, and while that cutscene plays, I should encourage you all to follow our runners. As I often say, they race on the internet for your entertainment for free. And the least you can do is hop on over to their Twitch channels and give them a follow. Everybody feels good when they get a follow. Uh, Hopefully you've enjoyed the race, and you know, show them some love. They deserve love.
Indeed.
In addition
Indeed.
to that, you should follow my co-commentator Envario. He's been playing a lot of Persona 5 Strikers lately,
Game
and
is
that
so
game
good.
is weird, but looks really good.
Oh, it's just so good. It's Dynasty Warriors Persona, and it's amazing.
I'm just not a fan of the Dynasty Warriors style games.
It's the first Dynasty Warriors style game that I've played, but so good.
You should also follow our tracker, Simo Rocks. Thank you, Simo, for tracking both this race and the previous race here.
And you should also follow Cheese Reaver.
If you're super inclined to watch me occasionally badly run Parasite Eve and sometimes play Pokemon, sure. Sometimes being every couple of months.
And what I'm hearing is you should follow Cheese Reaver.
Alright, RK finishes off Mother Brain. 3 is in the escape.
And gets the blue bomber.
That is the ultimate swag. It's one of those swag strats that I think technically saves you it's the tiniest amount of time if done perfectly.
Someone's probably done the math about how much time you take being bonked into the ceiling and all of that stuff, and then dropping back down. So
it might be okay. Strat saying it might be a full second.
All right.
I mean, I'd buy it just due to the bonk time. Gets a nice behemoth spark up the climb, and will make his way through the parlor. Will we see animals being saved? I kinda doubt it. Yeah, no, nobody's saving those animals. And with an official time of 1:05:18, rkctkc has won the second match, best of 3. Having now won 2 out of 3, will move on in the rat bracket for the SMRAT 2021 tournament. Let's see. And looks like RK has joined the green room. So I will pull him up and we can get a little bit of our interview on.
All right.
And we are joined by our winner, rkctkc. GG, RK.
Thank you.
That was a lot of letters I just said at the end of that sentence. So how'd you like the seed? Were you worried that Varia was going to be at Climb Supers again?
I kind of was. Man, once again, I go the wrong way, but I'm more concerned about what happened with Lomion. He forfeited quite a while ago.
So Lomion had taken a safety save and done sandpit checks in Meridia, reset, went, beat Botwound, beat Dragon, and then was headed towards Plasma and died in Cactac Alley. But, that's quite a bit of time and a couple of, and a mini-boss and a boss in between. And so the forfeit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Overall, it wasn't bad. I went into Rex ship and just forgot about the ocean check. I went right over it.
Yeah, we saw the beautiful full ocean fly. It was nicely done, but yeah, that with it being ocean missiles, that finally was your Various suit. That is kind of.
Yeah, once I remembered it after I'd already went. I started sparking. Oh crap! There's an item there. But I decided to just go ahead and go through, and maybe it's at the bottom. And then once it wasn't, I'm like, I got to check that before I go bowling or something.
Okay, so your backup plan, if it wasn't there, was going to be bowling and then, top of red ship.
I was going to check the maze item right above it, just kind of peek at that. And, But I think I was going to go up there anyways.
Well, with that win, you have taken the set. And we'll be moving on to round 2. You'll face the winner of Toasty versus Nefarious.
It's unfortunate that it had to be like that for him to take a death, you know. But this is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, deaths happen. It's racing.
Yep.
Randomizer does all kinds of weird things to you.
Although I had plenty of E-tanks when I went to Dragon. Oh.
I want to say he had probably 5 or 6 E-tanks. I don't recall exactly how many, but Cactus Alley is one of those places that if you start getting popped by spikes and you don't have that various suit yet, that 60 at a time really starts to build.
Okay, so he didn't have Barry either, so he didn't go up to Rex ship. We both did that on the wrong seed. The first seed, the play was to go down first, but we went up. And then the second seed, the play was to go up first, and we went down.
It was so weird because you got gravity so early, and then you found that screw attack, which actually put it in logic so early. And really, the game actually wanted you to take that in logic gravity suit and go to the wrecked ship with it.
Through the Forgotten Highway.
Through Forgotten Highway, which is just because Meridia itself had nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't check the I didn't watch the credits, but
I didn't even watch the credits either.
Meridia
The
had nothing.
stream actually froze before we got to item locations. So
well, there you go.
I'd cut my stream. I didn't even think about the item locations.
That's fine.
that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, there were still basically the entirety of Norfair where more items could have been.
Yeah.
So by the time you got once you got various, you were all go.
Oh yeah, there was nothing left to check. I already had plenty of ammo and a couple of safety saves at the very end there. It's only because I'd seen Lomion already forfeit. I wouldn't have saved otherwise.
A lot of times, even if I don't have the component that's forfeited or anything, just if I'm doing an ammo kill on Mother Brain, I will take that save just because I've had weird stuff happen. I mean, you had a huge ammo excess. So the chances that you missed enough ammo to soft lock you was really low, but
I needed missed 11 or 12 supers or something like that.
I think by the time you got through Mother Brain 1, you'd had to miss 12.
Yeah.
Missing 1 or 2, sure. Sometimes Mother Brain 2 is cagey and she'll duck you real quick. But missing 12 is.
Yeah, I found a nice little spot where even if she ducks, you can hit her from a standing shot. That's where I usually stand at.
Yeah, I think the philosophy is if you miss 12 supers on Mother Brain, you go back to the store and return the lottery ticket you bought.
Yeah, definitely. I'm turning my racer card.
Yeah.
But,
sorry, this isn't happening today.
It is unfortunate. Happened to Lomion, but we'll see what happens in the next race.
But that's racing, yeah.
You said I'm going up against either Toasty or who?
Nefarious. Whoever wins out of those two.
I think I played against Nefarious earlier in the.
Yeah, my round 1 opponent I also played during Swiss.
Okay. Well,
but I mean, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to replace some people that happened in Swiss. But yeah.
Well, okay then. I think that's it for me. Thanks for the restream. Thanks for the comms.
Thank you for racing, and thanks for putting on a good show for us. I think that's it, and I believe that is it for today.
Yep.
Yeah. Our next races are tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Dirksu versus Chish. Looks like they've got all 3 just lined up in a row.
I think that's 2 different days.
They all say 3-9 on them.
Oh no, they were just not sorted in. So yeah, that's gonna be all 3 back to back as necessary. I'm just gonna move these here. I was thinking for some reason of the there was a set that was broken up over 2 days. Whatever.
Looks like Bressingham versus Mocktroyd is broken up over 2 days.
Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you.
But yeah, so that'll do it for us for now / till tomorrow. I guess I should find somebody to raid. So that's the
Yep,
thing we normally do.
it is indeed. On behalf of everyone here at Speedrunners Arena, I am Invarial.
And
My co-commentator has been.
I have been Cheese Reaver. Whether I still am or not is, questionable.
Oh, that's entirely up to you.
And looks like
And
Saffron is streaming, so we will raid Saffron.
fantastic. And we will see you next mission.
Well, after this 10-second countdown, we'll see.
Right,
You next,
after
we'll
the-
see you next mission.
Oh, we have to fill more air? Oh, man.
I know. How sad for all of you that has to listen to us speak for any longer amount of times. Anyway, the raid button has showed up. Bye, everybody. Thanks. See you next mission.